Hey, this is ASpengler and this is episode 12 of building the Outskirts of Saint Lô in Lego. Last week I finished up the back section. These are divided into 3 sections. The back one didn't have the hedgerows and the trees and stuff on it yet, so I finished up covering that one up. So about half of the total build is pretty close to being done. The far field is about half done. The center field hasn't really gotten any work done on it besides just the cover up, and so that leads us to the other half of the build, which still needs quite a bit of work, as you can see, compared to the other one. So I'm thinking for my main goal for this segment is to try to finish up covering these little gaps in here. Then I might do some road work to try to make the road more detailed, like this section, just continue that detail on to over here. We'll probably save the building area, so the areas that are gray are going to include lots of buildings, so we'll probably save that for probably not for a while, so it's going to be towards the end. But we are getting pretty rushed. May's going by pretty fast, and it's got to be done by June, which is when Brick World Chicago is. So I'm gonna have to rush through a lot of this, try to put in some more time to work on it. And so start off over here, maybe get some road details, maybe do some of the hedgerows, and then just basically try to finish up this area and then just work our way this way. And so with that, I'll just stop talking and go right into the segment and get working. Okay guys, coming back after a decent amount of work. It may be a little bit hard to notice where changes occurred. This is probably one that you can see. This used to be just a big gap of nothing right there, so I filled that in, and then I filled in the back of these hedgerows. So I added all of this, filled in this whole area. I cleaned up a lot of the corner areas, so this is pretty new. I cleaned up this, built this in, filled in this section. I cleaned up that corner again. I didn't like how it looked, so I changed it up. I changed a few of these corners over here, put this section in, cleaned up the road a little bit because there were a few gaps missing. I did that on this side as well. And yeah, that's about how much was done so far. It did take quite a bit longer than I was expecting it to take, but there's quite a bit of trial and error, like, does that look good? No. And then restart, and then just kind of doing things a few times until it really just looks right. So that's probably why it took the longest. But yeah, it definitely took a little bit longer than I was expecting, but it was something that needed to get done, and it's looking a lot better now that there's no big holes or gaps showing. Now there's just the artillery craters that are the only holes, I guess, that are still left. And I still have a little bit more time for building, so I'm thinking I'll put the detailing in just on this long strip right here, and then we'll probably end out the segment. So with that, I'll stop talking and go ahead and keep working. Okay guys, coming back after working on the road, as you saw in the time lapses. One thing that I was not able to finish were these darker brown gaps. There's 4 of those on this long stretch. I just didn't have the 2x2 round parts that I normally have been putting on those, so I ran out I didn't realize I had run out, so that's something I'm gonna have to order, and then I'll do that later. But as far as that, some good progress so far on this last half. The road's gonna be detailed. This section that's going through the city is gonna be different, and there's gonna be a lot more interruptions from the artillery creators, so there's gonna be some more buildup, and so that's something that I chose to wait on. But this road is pretty much the same as what we've done over here, so there wasn't much difference in that, so I chose to do that. Next segment we'll probably work on the hedgerows along here and over there, just to get the bushes on there and probably get some more trees. And I'll probably be looking to order some more pieces now that I've been building along for a while. I've got a good idea of the parts that I'm low on and need to order, and so that's what's going to be happening in the next segment, or next few weeks or so. And with that, I think the progress is going pretty well. That gap was something that has been bothering me, and now that's filled in, so that's a good thing that will help us to move on. And maybe even in the next segment I might start working on the city area, but I'll probably just stick to the hedgerow stuff just because that's something I've been doing and it's fairly easy. Biggest challenge is probably going to be the city, but once I start on it, it shouldn't take too long after that. So with that, I'll end out this segment. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.